Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah. Oh, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
Oh, well measured. And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Oh, that's superb. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Ribery. Ribery going face-to-face with his great rival. There's the shot! Dispatched clinically. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Fase. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And this is Batistuta. Donatoni.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's good vision. Rafael Big chance! Goal! Milan! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan take the lead. Serginho. Serginho's cross. Abbiati claims it. Safe hands. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked out the run. He's in a good position here. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Zanetti. Paz. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Donatoni. And here's Batistuta. And it's Ricci. Costa Corta. And Serginho. Rafael Leao, given the lift of his goal. Sucic gets over and intercepts. Serginho. Now it's De Bruyne. Rafael Leao. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Played out to the right. Can he get on the end of this? Now, can they get him a decent chance? Oh, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Fase. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's got the beating of his man. And Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. In comes the corner. Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. De Bruyne plays it short. De Bruyne. And it's Zanetti. And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa Curta. Serginho. Now it's Donatoni. Driving forward. Rafael Leao. And he's had a hit! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And there's the end of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And so we're off again. Rafael Leao, chance here to counter. Tomori, played out towards the right wing, and here's Giroud. In with the challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Giroud. Inter Milan needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Shoots! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting.
He's had a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Rafael Leao, and it's Serginho. Zanetti gets a foot in here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Baresi gets across to intercept that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Just about up to the hour now. From Massaro! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Maldini cuts it out. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And it's made its way, and the shot! You want to be quick to recover this. All eyes on the referee, it's a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
Abbiati will have to save it here or there's real trouble.
Il numero 6, il numero 7.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Sucic. Distributed tidily. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Works it forward. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Soulé. Into the last quarter of an hour. Rafael Leao. Look at the space here. Chance, surely! Great football, shot and save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Soulé. Pass somewhat off target. Costa Curta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Serginho. Real chance! Martinez chasing after it. Rafael Leao. Mkhitaryan. Soulé. Now it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like...
Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to...
It's Mkhitaryan! It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nakata, he's found Nakata! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Massaro. Ribery. De Bruyne. And it's Ribery. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that will be the final act. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
Milan really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There was so
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running. Terrific header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Donatoni looking for a runner, and he was quick to react. Now it's come to nothing. Now it's Sule. Maldini cuts it out. Sule is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now the cross. And that's really well manoeuvred.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's De Bruyne.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system. Because of his reading of the game, his vision, his technique, everything you need to spring a successful offside trap.
Sule.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He rises! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Inter really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
And it's Musa. He's through here. And the through ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, well measured. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Cleared without hesitation. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Zanetti cuts out the pass. Inter Milan finding their passes. No, that's been intercepted. Sule. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Batistuta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. De Bruyne knocks it into space. Ricci. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Maldini, and he's intervened well there. Ricci. Sule. Passing nice and neat. Batistuta. Batistuta! Goal! Inter! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal.
And Batistuta! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Batistuta has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Serginho does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Batistuta. Ricci. And Donatoni. Serginho. And that has put paid to that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Giroud. And here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. Lofted in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is De Bruyne. And he's gone looking for safety. Ricci, searching pass he's played there.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Well, it's Batistuta. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. That gets things going for the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And he's got his cross in. It's their second corner of the game. Serginho clears it away. And it's Serginho. And that's an errant pass. Milan with another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Ah, that's a fine interception. Chance for a shot! And he's found the net! AC Milan are all square. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Inter Milan have reclaimed it. And here's Batistuta. Serginho. Oh, he's had a shot! Goal! Inter! And they're back in front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't all...
And the finish! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Milan on the spot for parity. Scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly...
He's having a shot! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. It made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's in a great position here. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Donadoni going face-to-face with his great rival. Baresi. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Serginho. That's a nicely shaped ball. Picked out brilliantly.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Decent chance! Oh, what has happened here? Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And the shot! And that is quite wonderful! A finish of true class!
Gol per il Milan.
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And that is expertly dealt with.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Good ball, good take. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Massaro. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, shooting chance! Magnificent from Massaro! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. De Bruyne, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Terrific save by Abbiati. They've got to be quick to recover this. Nicely aimed pass. He can run onto that, and it's made its way to him. He's got away. Shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! Just cruising! They are cruising! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And he shoots! Sticks it away! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Milan are having a ball here. It's not an especially good pass, that. And there's green grass ahead of him. That is good alertness. And that's that. Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it showed...
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Dybala, and he's chosen to go back. Dybala, great chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Milan faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. This to make it 1-0. 1-0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Gol per l'Inter. Ha segnato all'8° minuto numero 21.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Nicely shaped ball. That is a great pick out. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Tomori. He won't be happy with that one. Donatoni. Serginho. Serginho goes steaming forward. Berardi knocks it into space. And there's green grass ahead of him. He is through. And Dybala! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Inter Milan are... Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting again in a trice, and they are soaring.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Milan are 3 down and sinking. McTominay.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Dybala. Tomori cuts it out. Not the most accurate pass. That could spell trouble. And it's Dybala. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Inzaghi. The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Castellanos. No way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's gone loose. Plays a sharp little ball here. Berardi. Now McTominay. Berardi, who's set up 1 goal so far. And he's managed to get free. Berardi is fouled. Berardi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Thuram. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Can he get on the end of this? Decent chance! He's got a goal! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Gol per l'Inter.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Dybala. McTominay. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Baresi. And it's McTominay. Oh, that's well spotted. Bartasaghi. Now it's Donatoni. Now it's Dybala. Into Milan, looking to pass their way through. Back into the middle. And that has been slung wide. Can he finish? Oh, denied at the last.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. Played into space. And it's Berardi. And the whistle goes for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Milan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Pass somewhat off target. Donatoni. Donatoni will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Donatoni. Bartasaghi. Oh, that's fabulous. Donatoni. Donatoni going face-to-face with his great rival. This looks promising. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Donatoni touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Donatoni! Donatoni! Oh, brilliant from Donatoni! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And it's been given away. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's had a shot! No, that's just wide.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
Milan choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Bartasaghi. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. McTominay. Filippo Inzaghi being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And he's got the beating of his man. A lot of space ahead of him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, given away. Shoots! It's a loose ball. Musa. Ricci. Here's Nakata. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. And he's quick to snatch it back. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Castellanos. Driving forward. He's picked his way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Just eases him off the ball. Nakata. He's got away. In with the challenge. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
McTominay. Ball's gone out of play.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 17, numero 11, numero 27, numero 80. Lasciano il campo per il numero 8, Ribery, il numero 20, il numero 14, il numero 4, Modric.
McTominay. Now he's got space here. Now there's a fine ball. And he's there to belt it away. That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, good take in a good area. And Ribery! Oh, there was plenty on that.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Could be danger here. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Oh, what a mistake! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And it's Modric. He is just caressing the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Stood up well to him there.
Milan really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He has a look out. Massaro. Barella. McTominay. Yildiz. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Rafael Leao. Shot could be on. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. That's that, the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender, he's unmatched when it comes to pace. One-on-ones, he usually comes out on top, even against quick opponents. But I also like the way he can drive the ball out of defence. He's got a very useful ability to be able to hit both flanks with great accuracy.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game. Chance! Goal! Milan! He has gobbled up his 20th goal.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
Musa. And Donatoni. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ricci. And they're back on the ball again. Out to the left it goes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? First quarter of an hour gone. Costa Curta. Great vision. Ricci. Ambitious ball here. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Giroud. Musa. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Milan looking to pass their way through. Can he spark a counter here? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's only too happy to take that back. That's a cute ball. Ricci is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Donatoni. Serginho. McKennie producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Driving forward. Baresi. He's had it taken off him. Costa Curta. Lookman, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Ribery. And it's McKennie. Passing nice and neat. Donatoni. Now it's Giroud. Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. Ricci. Nice looking ball. Defending was strong and firm. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Ricci. Probing pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Looking for the run. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
McKennie. Lookman. That's an excellent interception. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And he welcomes it in. And he's intervened well there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's picked out the run. Giroud. And the shot! They've scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Rafael Leao receives it in a good position here. Rafael Leao! And he was there to get... And there's the end of the first half. Some first-half thoughts?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's made its way to him. Quality ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. The message is clear, none shall pass. And it's Ricci. Can he get it through? Musa. Serginho. Baresi. Nicked it back promptly. Now Costa Curta. Lookman. Fires it in low. Musa. Giroud, and that could set him on his way. Stood up well to him there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Milan with this two-goal lead, they're certainly looking much the more assured side. Costa Curta. Giroud does really well to win the ball there. Baresi. McKennie. Milan finding their passes. Ricci gets over and intercepts. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Costa Curta. Can he get on the end of this? Serginho looking to get on the end of this.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Now he's off and running. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Yildiz. Donadoni, who does have an assist to his name. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Martinez, he's having a go! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rafael Leao. Musa. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Lookman did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good take, and is he in? McKennie. Pass somewhat off target. Donatoni. Now it's Musa. And the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tomori wins the duel this time. That's good running with the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Massaro surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Donatoni. Costa Curta. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Baresi. Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Great ball, and he's in here, and a chance! It's in! Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Zanetti. Up towards the front line.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And they've got rid. Milan have got it back, and they'll have another go.
3 minuti di recupero.
Nakata. We are into overtime. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Ribery. Now, can they get him away? Ribery takes aim and he gets big! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Costa Curta. Lookman. No way through. That's that, the end. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game.
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Grealish, has been hugely impressive with the way he's matured. A wonderful passer and able to just dribble past people without necessarily having any real pace to do that. He loves exerting his influence, especially in those central areas. And I can't really recall an attacking midfielder in more control of his game than him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Messi. Now it's Pelé, and it's made its way to him, and he's lost his man here. Shoots! Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Grealish. Now it's Bale. Vieira with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Shot could be on. Pelé. That has been slung wide. Pedri. Now it's Bellingham. Goes looking wide. Neymar picks it up out wide. Kukçu.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Bellingham. And this is Ronaldo. Pedri. Pelé. Spread out to the left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Beckham.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bellingham. He is always looking to break lines. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That is ended up in no man's land. Threads one in. Chiellini makes the interception. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a
Shot a goal! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's there to make the challenge. Beckham, and he welcomes it in. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Bale. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He has found the way through. Pelé! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Rijkaard. And it's Beckham. Milan looking to pass their way through. Can he finish? It's their second corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now and the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Bellingham, nice bit of skill, and he's away. And he plays one through. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. Looking for option. Chance! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Barcelona are having a ball here. Bellingham. It's a sharp little ball here. Now that's well seen too. Grealish. Beckham. And Beckham! And this could be the final action of the first half. Keeper has taken decisive action. And the whistle goes for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Attenzione signore e signori, ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi di non perdere di vista i propri bambini durante la partita, per la loro sicurezza.
And we're underway again.
Milan really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
He is through here. Kukçu. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now it's Bale. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's picked his way through. Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And it's been taken short. That's an excellent interception. Milan are looking to go forward now. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Calafiori gets flagged offside. Kukçu. Well read, nice interception. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Bellingham. Kukçu. Beckham. And here's Bale. Closing in on goal. Bale! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Excellent challenge there, uncompromised. Big chance! And yes, it's there! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Milan have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Decent chance! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Can he get onto this? And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, they've got it again. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, he's found support out wide. Climbs up off the post. And he's following up. They've done it! And they are right back within touch. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And the finish! They've scored! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Bellingham. Forlan. Cristiano Ronaldo. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Clinical, just tries a shot! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration...
Goes for a shot! It's in! There really is no way back now. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Paulo Dybala. His game's all about control and subtlety, rather than power and strength. But that doesn't make it any less effective. He goes past defenders with a couple of silky skills, create shooting opportunities for himself, or open things up for a few teammates. He's also a huge threat from set plays.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Not the most accurate pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Dybala. Steve and Messi! It's in! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Dybala. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's intervened well there. And here's Jesus, closing in on goal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he skips past his man. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that's well spotted. Could move up a gear here. Akanji is the guilty party there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh, that's a waste.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Grealish. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That is a great pick out. Oh, look at the space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Kupchu. Threads one in. Some resolute defending there. Knocks it into space. Picked out brilliantly. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style. AC Milan are all square. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
And the shot! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Rijkaard is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Now that's well seen too. Beckham, chance here to counter. And he's only too happy to take that back. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Grealish. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Dybala has created one goal already. It's a searching pass. Now, he's just misjudged that one. Bellingham. Kirkchu. There's the header! In he goes again! In he goes again!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Onana. That's a sharp pass. That has not gone well. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. And the first half is done. Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 8, Messi. Numero 2.
And we're underway again.
Il numero 11, il numero 10.
Couldn't squeeze it through. He won't be happy with that one. Bellingham. Now it's Kirkchu. Grealish. Real chance! Goal! And this is getting better and better. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball...
Chance for a shot! Yes! 200! It's the goal they all came to see.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So now the difference is 3.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when...
Bellingham! Smashing save, really good save that.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Ronaldo. Fernandes. Chiellini makes the interception. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get it...
And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And here's Beckham. Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Corner number 2 then. with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 3 coming up. It's a throw-in. And here's Beckham. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he's cut it out. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Is there any support? He might not, and the shot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
DiMarco. Grealish. Matheus Cunha. He's shifting through the gears here. They're well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Kukçu. And it's Amadou Onana. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's found the way through. Nakata looking for the run. And this is Ronaldo. He has found the way through. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to...
He's having a shot! It's in! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Milan are having a ball here. Matheus Cunha. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Ronaldo. Matheus Cunha. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this, it's Bergkamp! It's hit the uprights. Fernandes. Onana. He's in a great position here. Now it's Grealish.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Bergkamp. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Grealish. Good running, strong and purposeful. And he's surging through, looking to play him in. Kukçu. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Forlan. And Fernandes. Aims beyond the defence. Well read. And the danger is averted. Beckham. And that is that. Milan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions.